Tēnā koutou, nau mai, haere mai. Hello everyone, welcome to the Walking the Shadowlands podcast. Kia ora, hi everyone, from my beautiful country of New Zealand. I hope you all have had a wonderful holiday season and are ready for whatever this new year will bring us. I'm so excited to be back with you all again, and I wanted to share little teasers from the first 3 episodes of our new season, Season 9, beginning on the 11th of January, 10th if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If this is your first time checking out the Walking the Shadowlands podcast, thanks heaps for that. I hope you enjoy what you are about to hear. If you are a returning listener, then it's so lovely to have you back in 2022. We start our new season out on a spooky night, checking in with my guest Jenna, who worked as an undertaker. She shares some of her many paranormal experiences with us. This is how she decided that being an undertaker was the career for her.
When I was 13, that's when I decided I wanted to be a funeral director and a mum. And I sort of told my mum, it was actually shortly after my great auntie's funeral, and I went to go and view her, and I was like, you know what, I could do a better job than that. So, at 13,
Wow.
cocky wee thing I was, but, and so I said to my mum, that's what I want to do. I think that was like, I think that would be really nice, because I've always been quite about wanting to help people, and
Right.
and things. So, my mum, bless her, she took me to an open home, which was unusual. I don't know if they do them anymore, but they had open homes when I was 16. They opened up all the funeral homes so that people could go through and tour them. And, I guess it just takes some of the mystery away.
Right.
And bless my mum, she took me through. We went in. I was having a good poke around the mortuary, asking like 60,000 questions to, the funeral directors and whatnot. And, and so that just really cemented it for me. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Fabulous.
In this next clip, Jen is talking about one of her very first clients.
I had one night, and I was trying to sleep, and I just couldn't sleep. We had a little baby in at the time, and I just couldn't sleep. I could just hear baby crying all night. And, and I would tell myself, it's not the baby is not crying. But it's all I could hear. It's all I could hear. And then as soon as baby left our care, there was nothing. It was, silent again.
I suggest that you might want to keep the lights on for this episode. The following episode is actually a very special one in several different ways. Firstly, it's the 100th episode of our podcast, which honestly amazes me, because I thought, well, I'll be lucky if I can get 10 or 20 episodes done. So this is a real milestone for our podcast and for me personally. And not only that, it's a red pill episode. If you've ever seen the Matrix movie, then you'll know what that means. So I'm not going to give too much away about this one. I'll just let these next 2 clips speak for themselves.
And once it's within your body, it actually controls your entire system. You don't really have a thought of your own because this is actually controlling you. It can actually advance your IQ. It really clears your mind out. Reflexes are outstanding. It does so many different things for you, but within this one, you're not actually really yourself. You're just being controlled. You're a host for a parasite is basically the best way to really describe this one. For Luca, he also had a couple of different added bonuses. He had a type of a neurochip that actually was implanted in the back of his brain that can actually connect him to some of his gear, because it's kind of a AI technology that they can actually kind of integrate together with.
Finally, In the next episode, I have a conversation with a very interesting chap, George, who discusses Bigfoot myths and legends from all over the US. He's really into cryptozoology and has written 4 books on the myths, legends, and Bigfoot topics. In this clip, he's discussing a personal experience he had as a child which led him into this area of research and study.
I've always been kind of an odd child when I was young, and I guess the first supernatural thing that happened was I was laying in my bed one night asleep, and probably around 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I woke up because I felt something in the room, so I woke up, and my great grandmother was sitting on the end of my bed. And I could see through her, so something wasn't quite right there.
Right.
And I didn't get scared. I didn't, it was just real calm, but I could smell her perfume.
Mm.
And she said she wanted to come by and tell me bye, that she was going home and that she loved me.
Oh.
The next morning we woke up, and that day we found out she had passed away that night.
In this next clip, George is talking about the Cherokee and their belief in little people and some remains that were found.
And, the funny thing is, I talked to some of the elders out there in Cherokee, because I'm in Cherokee all the time. So I was talking to the elders, and there's a story that when they were doing some renovations out there, getting ready to put a new building up, when they went to dig the footings, they actually found tunnels and little bones.
There it is, just a wee taste for you of the first 3 episodes in Season 9 of the Walking the Shadowlands podcast, beginning next Tuesday or Monday, depending on where in the world you're living. In any case, you can listen to our podcast from any free podcasting platform like Apple, Anchor, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, etc. Just look for our Walking the Shadowlands logo. If you have Alexa, simply say these 4 words, "Open Walking the Shadowlands," and Alexa will play our latest episode for you, and I'll see you there. Thanks for listening. Ka kite anō.